Let's start. DMV Practice Test, Part 2. Questions 1 to 45.
Question 1. What is a safety zone? Option A. An empty lane next to the freeway dividers. Option B. A space set aside for pedestrians. Option C. The meridian strip on a divided highway. The correct answer is Option B. A space set aside for pedestrians. Question 2. If you get sleepy while driving, you should. Option A. Drive to a safe place, stop, and rest. Option B. Play the audio loudly and roll down the windows. Option C. Drink coffee to make you more alert. The correct answer is Option A. Drive to a safe place, stop, and rest. Question 3. The driver ahead of you stops at a crosswalk. What should you do? Option A. Drive to the right edge of the road and stop. Option B. Stop, then proceed when safe. Option C. Change lanes, look carefully, and pass. The correct answer is Option B. Stop, then proceed when safe. Question 4. You are stopped at an intersection. The traffic light just turned green. Can you go immediately? Option A. Yes, other traffic or pedestrians must yield to you. Option B. Yes, you now have the right of way. Option C. Yes, but yield to any vehicle or person still in the intersection. The correct answer is Option C. Yes, but yield to any vehicle or person still in the intersection. Question 5. Signal for a turn during the last dash feet before the turn. Option A. 100. Option B. 50. Option C. 75. The correct answer is Option A. 100. Question 6. When should a 3-year-old weighing 45 pounds be placed in a safety seat? Option A. Under all circumstances. Option B. Only when driving on the freeway. Option C. Only if the child is in the front seat. The correct answer is Option A. Under all circumstances. Question 7. This sign means Option A. The driver on the right goes first. Option B. All other drivers go first. Option C. Make a complete stop before turning. The correct answer is Option B. All other drivers go first. Question 8. A solid yellow line next to a broken yellow line means that vehicles. Option A. In both directions may pass. Option B. Next to the broken line may pass. Option C. Next to the solid line may pass. The correct answer is Option B. Next to the broken line may pass. Question 9. A curb painted red means Option A. Parking is for emergency vehicles only. Option B. Parking is for disabled persons only. Option C. Stopping or parking is not allowed except buses. The correct answer is Option C. Stopping or parking is not allowed except buses. Question 10. This sign means Option A. Right lane ends ahead. Option B. No right turn. Option C. Side road to the right. The correct answer is Option B. No right turn. Question 11. Which of the following is true about double parking? Option A. It is allowed if you are making a delivery. Option B. It is illegal under all circumstances. Option C. It is illegal unless you wait in the vehicle. The correct answer is Option B. It is illegal under all circumstances. Question 12. It is illegal for a person, 21 years of age or older, to drive with a blood alcohol concentration that is dash or more. Option A. 0.1%. Option B. 0.08%. Option C. 0.05%. The correct answer is Option B. 0.08%. Question 13. You should use a turnout lane when Option A. You want to pass another driver. Option B. You want to make a U-turn. Option C. Faster drivers want to pass you. The correct answer is Option C. Faster drivers want to pass you. Question 14. This sign means Option A. Crossroad intersects the main road. Option B. Divided highway ahead. Option C. Fewer lanes ahead. The correct answer is Option B. Divided highway ahead. Question 15. You are driving at night and using high beams. Dim your lights when you get closer than dash feet from the car ahead. Option A. 300. Option B. 200. Option C. 400. The correct answer is Option A. 300. Minor traffic collision with a parked vehicle and you can't find the owner. You must Option A. Leave a note on the vehicle. Option B. Report the accident without delay to the city police or in unincorporated areas to the CHP. Option C. Both of the above. The correct answer is Option C. Both of the above. Question 17. Do you need to signal when you pull away from the curb? Option A. No, you only need to signal when you approach the curb. Option B. Yes, you need to signal when you pull away from the curb. Option C. Only if there are other vehicles around you. The correct answer is Option B. Yes, you need to always signal when you pull away from the curb. Question 18. When driving, you must turn on your headlights. Option A. Whenever you turn on your wipers due to adverse weather conditions. Option B. 30 minutes after sunset and 30 minutes before sunrise. Option C. Both of the above. The correct answer is Option C. Both of the above. Question 19. Which of these statements is true about safety zones? Option A. The road is probably being repaired by slow-moving vehicles. Option B. If a streetcar is stopped at the safety zone controlled by a traffic signal, you can pass at 25 miles per hour. Option C. It is a space set aside for pedestrians and marked by raised buttons or road markings. The correct answer is Option C. It is a space set aside for pedestrians and marked by raised buttons or road markings. Question 20. There is a railroad crossing ahead, and you can't see if any trains are coming until you are almost ready to cross the tracks. How fast should you be driving? Option A. 10 miles per hour. Option B. 15 miles per hour. Option C. 25 miles per hour. The correct answer is Option B. 15 miles per hour. Question 21. The intersection has a stop sign. Where should you first stop? Option A. At the crosswalk or limit line. Option B. After the crosswalk. Option C. Out far enough to see the cross traffic. The correct answer is Option A. At the crosswalk or limit line. Question 22. What is the benefit of a space cushion around your vehicle? Option A. If another driver makes a mistake, you have time to react. Option B. There is none, other drivers just crowd in front of you. Option C. You don't have to worry about the driver next to you. The correct answer is Option A. If another driver makes a mistake, you have time to react. Question 23. If you have a conditional driver's license, there is, are, Option A. A special time limit to renew your license. Option B. Special restrictions you must follow when driving. Option C. Age limits imposed on your driver license. The correct answer is Option B. Special restrictions you must follow when driving. Question 24. This warning sign means Option A. Winding road ahead begins with a curve to the left. Option B. Passing allowed from left and right. Option C. Winding road ahead begins with a curve to the right. The correct answer is Option C. Winding road ahead begins with a curve to the right. Question 25. When is it required to signal before changing lanes? Option A. At all times. Option B. Only when there are other vehicles nearby. Option C. Only when changing lanes on a freeway. The correct answer is Option A. At all times. Question 26. This sign means Option A. U-turn area ahead. Option B. No U-turn. Option C. No passing. The correct answer is Option B. No U-turn. Question 27. You can drive in the carpool lane if you Option A. Are driving an empty 15-passenger van. Option B. Want to pass the vehicle ahead. Option C. Have the minimum number of passengers shown on the sign. The correct answer is Option C. Have the minimum number of passengers shown on the sign. Question 28. The speed limit for a school zone where children are present is dash, unless otherwise posted. Option A. 15 miles per hour. Option B. 25 miles per hour. Option C. 20 miles per hour. The correct answer is Option B. 25 miles per hour. Question 29. Which way do you turn your front wheels to park uphill next to a curve? Option A. Parallel to the curve. Option B. To the left, away from the curve. Option C. To the right, into the curve. The correct answer is Option B. To the left, away from the curve. Question 30. You can avoid skidding on a slippery surface by Option A. Shifting to a lower gear after you start down a steep hill. Option B. Following in the tracks of the vehicle in front of you. Option C. Slowing down as you approach curves and intersections. The correct answer is Option C. Slowing down as you approach curves and intersections. Question 31. A driver unexpectedly pulls in front of you. The handbook recommends Option A. Swerving into the lane next to you. Option B. Driving onto the shoulder of the road. Option C. Taking your foot off the gas pedal. The correct answer is Option C. Taking your foot off the gas pedal. Question 32. You sold your vehicle. You must notify dash within 5 days. Option A. Your insurance company. Option B. DMV. Option C. The Automobile Club. The correct answer is Option B. DMV. Question 33. Which of these statements is true about large trucks? Option A. Trucks are not as maneuverable as passenger vehicles. Option B. They do not need more space to stop and start. Option C. They do not need more space for turns. The correct answer is Option A. Trucks are not as maneuverable as passenger vehicles. Question 34. You are driving on a highway. Your tire suddenly goes flat and you need to pull over and get help. Where should you pull over? Option A. In the right-hand lane. Option B. Wherever your car will be visible for 200 feet from the front. Option C. Off the pavement. The correct answer is Option C. Off the pavement. Question 35. You are repeatedly convicted of traffic violations. What can happen? Option A. DMV may suspend your driving privilege. Option B. DMV may revoke your insurance. Option C. DMV will suspend the registration of your vehicle. The correct answer is Option A. DMV may suspend your driving privilege. Question 36. To turn left from a multi-lane one-way street onto a one-way street, you should start your turn from Option A. Any lane, as long as it is safe. Option B. The lane closest to the left curb. Option C. The lane in the center of the road. The correct answer is Option B. The lane closest to the left curb. Question 37. You should check traffic behind you. Option A. So you will know if you are being followed by a tailgater. Option B. Only on the freeway or highway. Option C. Only when you are slowing down. The correct answer is Option A. So you will know if you are being followed by a tailgater. Question 38. What should you do when a road sign states that headlights must be on? Option A. Ignore the sign and continue driving if it is a sunny day. Option B. Turn on your high beam headlights. Option C. Turn on your low beam headlights. The correct answer is Option C. Turn on your low beam headlights. Question 39. There is a railroad crossing ahead. You see a mechanical signal warning you of an approaching train. You must Option A. Stop, then proceed when safe. Option B. Slow down before crossing. Option C. Stop only if you see a train coming. The correct answer is Option A. Stop, then proceed when safe. Question 40. If you are involved in a traffic collision, you are required to complete and submit a written report, SR1, to the DMV. Option A. Only if you or the other driver is injured. Option B. If there is property damage in excess of $1,000 or if there are any injuries. Option C. Only if you are at fault. The correct answer is Option B. If there is property damage in excess of $1,000 or if there are any injuries. Question 41. You want to back out of an angle parking space. You should always back slowly and Option A. Look at your rearview mirror. Option B. Have someone outside of the vehicle direct you. Option C. Look over your right shoulder. The correct answer is Option C. Look over your right shoulder. Question 42. You are driving 55 miles per hour on a two-lane road and want to pass the car ahead of you. To pass safely, you need a dash gap in the oncoming traffic. Option A. 5 second. Option B. 7 second. Option C. 10 to 12 second. The correct answer is Option C. 10 to 12 second. Question 43. Parking is never permitted. Option A, 20 feet from a railroad track. Option B, on a hill. Option C, in a crosshatched pattern space next to a disabled parking space. The correct answer is Option C, in a crosshatched pattern space next to a disabled parking space. Question 44. Yellow lines separate. Option A, traffic lanes on one-way streets. Option B, traffic moving in opposite directions on two-way roads. Option C, a lane barrier between regular and carpool lanes. The correct answer is Option B, traffic moving in opposite directions on two-way roads. Question 45. A person can ride in the back of a pickup truck when Option A, pickup bed has a seat bolted to the frame. Option B, sides of the pickup bed are at least 24 inches high. Option C, back of the pickup is equipped with a restraint system. The correct answer is Option C, back of the pickup is equipped with a restraint system.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. And subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.